In Transistor, the player takes the role of Red, a former singer turned badass who for some reason is under attack by an armada of machines known as the Process. Very little information is given up front about these machines. What is apparent, however, is that they are a virus and they intend to terraform the town and convert or kill human life as they see fit. Transistor does an intriguing job putting a new spin on the classic role-playing genre. Armed with the Transistor, it's Red's job to stop the Process at all costs. Transistor is probably one of the most gorgeous games I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. A deep penchant for all cyberpunk aside, my experience with pens and paint left me awestruck by the lines and palette of this title. Transistor exudes a beauty and style that I'm having trouble comparing to anything else. A seamless integration of ambitious abstraction and strict system aesthetics. The Process is attacking your city. You later come to find that the scientific organization, or cult, or whatever they are, known as the Camerata, is behind all of the mayhem. So naturally, it's on you to bring the madness to an end. I'm on my second playthrough of this game and I quite honestly don't fully understand what the Transistor is. It appears to be a sword, but doesn't act like one as attacks emanate from it rather than it being a melee weapon. Anyone killed by the Transistor is trapped inside forever. The story of this particular piece is much more convoluted than one might expect, as you encounter major enemies or checkpoints you earn your own attacks, also known as processes. Scattered city terminals coupled with various use of processes unlock more information as to what exactly is taking place around you. As previously stated, Transistor is at its heart a role-playing game, but with a cool twist. Combat is obviously one of the main aspects in which this piece shines. This is going to sound a lot more complicated than it is, but stay with me. Processes are placed in active attack slots. Each process has a unique primary effect that acts as the base of the attack. For instance, when I place Jaunt in the active slot, I'm able to dash a set distance. When I have Breach in another active slot, I'm given a long-range penetrating attack. But if I change it up and throw Breach in the upgrade slot under Jaunt, my dash then becomes faster and goes further. Every process has an active, passive, and upgrade effect that will affect or be affected by the other processes. This system allows you to tailor your combat experience and offers hours of replayability, tweaking and optimizing each process setup to your preferred taste. Now everything I've just explained can be carried out in real time, but who wants to do that? It's boring, and it will be grounds for severe punishment as the virus grows stronger and smarter. So, like all traditional RPGs, we've been given a turn system. As the battle opens, activate your turn and watch as time is halted completely. You're then given an action bar at the top of the screen. Each step and command you queue up will take out a chunk of that bar. When you're satisfied with your turn, or when your bar runs out, execute your plans and watch your attack unfold at high speed. As you progress, it's incredibly satisfying to watch your chain of commands decimate the enemy squad with increasing efficiency. My personal favorite style was to open with turn, attack the most powerful enemy in the room with switch, which made him an ally and kept the smaller bogeys distracted, while I opened on them with an area of effect attack called spark, which would usually leave me just enough meter to use jaunt to get back into cover. Once my turn was complete, activate mass to get the enemy off my trail, just as my charmed foe remembers what side he's on. The survival system has also been given an interesting tweak. When your health reaches 0, you lose a process. This sounds inconsequential, but after all the time and care you've put into crafting your loadout, losing any one of your processes is devastating. Oftentimes you'd rather die than lose a process. This creates a much larger incentive to play smart because you'll have to reach 2 more checkpoints before you're able to reclaim any process you've lost. And if you lose all 4 in battle, game over. Rarely, if ever, do I consider trading money for a game soundtrack. This is one of those instances. Just like its visual counterpart, the music in this game is a perfect blend of 2 extremes. While this all sounds like madness, it's regulated perfectly and each track flawlessly complements the events on screen. For a fresh take on the genre, incredible audio and visuals, an engaging narrative, and a deep loadout system, Transistor hits all of my sweet spots and earns a strong 9 out of 10. Only going back and opening this specific door right here did it dawn on me how many incredible puzzles they could have implemented based on their turn system and just didn't. I also would have loved more background history on the setting up front on my first playthrough, but it's not like I can't go back and dig deeper. $20 seems like a bit much at first, but if cyberpunk art or role-playing games strike your fancy at any capacity, Transistor is a no-brainer. This has been Shrek Montero with Rumblepack Gaming. Remember, if you like this video, go ahead and click like down at the bottom, share with your friends, it helps us out a lot, and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, all that good stuff, especially rumblepackgaming.com, where you can pick up a badass shirt to show your support. And as always, thank you for watching.
You met these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash.